Record labels don't want you to hear what I have to say. Even other musician coaches don't want you to know who I am. That's because I have the ability to wake you up, take your power back, and help you crush your goals without taking advantage of the traditional music industry system. I am the most suppressed and discredited musician coach out there, despite the fact that I have nothing but happy clients and results to show for my work. Consider it a miracle that you are seeing this now, or you're listening to this now, because rest assured, there are forces preventing you from being able to access this information. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this video up, so don't click away. Now is the time to watch.
You're listening to the New Music Industry with David Andrew Weeb.
Well, let me share something with you. I knew a 20-year-old kid who is struggling to open his mail, pay his bills, file away everything in a folder, and shut his drawer. He was absolutely convinced that there was no way that he could ever be as organized as the other people that he looked up to. And this reality made him unbelievably emotional. Now, if you had told them that he could open his mail, create action steps, pay his bills, file everything away into the appropriate folders, and shut his drawer, in 10 to 15 minutes, he would not have believed you even for a second. Well, here's a little secret. That 20-year-old, it was me. In the last 14 years, I've consistently been the guy who people ask, how the hell do you get it all done? But you would have never expected that from me 10, 20 years ago. One of the things that changed my life was reading Steve Pavlina's article, Do It Now. When anyone asks me what the first step is in being more productive and accomplishing their goals in life is, it's reading Do It Now by Steve Pavlina. That was in 2007, and I have been on a consistent personal development routine ever since. And you might ask yourself, well, what's the big deal about getting things done, and why in the world would I want to be more productive? Author Peter Drucker said, until we manage time, we can manage nothing else. So managing your time is absolutely crucial to you creating the life you love through music, art, and creativity. So let me ask you a few questions. Do you have a long list of things to do at the end of the day, and does that stress you out? Does it seem like you never get around to the projects that matter, like making music? Do you feel like there are people around you who always seem to get more done than you do, and does that make you feel worse about yourself? Trust me when I say you're not alone, and it's not your fault. But let me guess, you've tried a bunch of stuff from the past and it probably didn't work out for you, am I right? You've got to surrender your experiences and leave them in the past where they belong. We can't move forward in our lives when we're held down by a crushing weight of past traumas, failures, challenges, obstacles, and difficulties. And guaranteed, what I'm here to share with you is different. Now, let me share a quick tip with you, because you could have a breakthrough right here, right now in your personal productivity if this isn't something you're already doing consistently. One of the biggest breakthroughs in my productive life was learning how to create and use to-do lists. Back in the day, I listened to an audio program by motivational speaker Brian Tracy, and he talked about how the night before people go on vacation, they make a big checklist of things they need to do before they leave, whether that's washing the dishes, doing the laundry, or packing the bags. And he mentioned how even if it seems as though people didn't really have the time to do those things, somehow miraculously they would get done if they had a list in front of them and they tackled the items one by one. So my to-do lists always help keep me on track. It's nothing crazy. I use a yellow legal pad to create my to-do lists. but I do use the yellow legal pad in a very specific way, something I reveal in the book that we're talking about today. So there are some nuances to making this to-do list thing work that you might not currently be aware of. You might still be wondering, like, who am I? Who is this guy to talk about productivity? Unless he's accomplished a bunch of stuff, can you really call yourself a productivity expert if your work doesn't bear it out? Well, we're not here to talk about me today, but I am going to offer a little bit of an overview of some of the things that I've been able to accomplish. I've published 44 songs as a solo artist. That doesn't include projects that I've guested on as a guitarist. And as far as stuff that's not published goes, I have hundreds of songs in my archives. I'm an award-winning composer. I have self-published 7 books and 3 have become Amazon or Kobo bestsellers, or both. Published thousands of blog posts, hundreds of videos, and hundreds of podcast episodes. I've interviewed hundreds of entrepreneurs, executives, professors, and musicians. Sure, like anyone else, I've had the occasional flop. I am human, and I still cringe at some of my older material, but by and large, I'm really proud of what I've been able to accomplish in the short time I've been on this green earth. And I haven't even touched on the artwork I've produced, or the speaking engagements that I've done, or the 10 plus years I've spent as a guitar teacher, or the 300 shows I've played across Western Canada. Now, I could go on, but you can be the judge of whether or not I am someone that you want to listen to. There are plenty of people who seem to feel I am a limitless fountain of creativity, but we're going to get to that just a little bit later. So very quickly, what can you expect from this book? It's over 70,000 words and over 270 pages. Word count isn't everything. My goal really is to help you achieve breakthroughs quickly and as fast as you possibly can. But it's still nice to know what to expect, isn't it? There is some brand new content in this book, but it also features an article compilation as well as excerpts from my mini books. And I'm not supposed to tell you this, but it does include excerpts from yet unpublished books like Flashes of Elation and The Renegade Musician, both of which are mostly done, just looking for the right timing to share them with you. And because I believe in over-delivering, the Productivity, Performance, and Profits Blackbook also comes with the entirety of my 4th book, Start Your Year the Right Way. But if you're still asking yourself, okay, who is this guy to tell me what I should do? Here are a few testimonials, things people have had to say about this book. Singer-songwriter-composer Jonathan Ferguson says, while there are many personal development authors who will tell you they have a system or give you steps or rules, David Andrew Weeb implores you to think about whether or not those are truly things that you need in the first place. Building a creative career means understanding yourself, understanding what you can handle, and understanding what you're willing to do for others. It is about sacrifice, yes, but as Mr. Weeb correctly explains it, success as a creative means being mindful about your sacrifice. There are no shortcuts to a healthy and professional creative mindset. Read David Andrew Weeb's book instead and enjoy taking the long way around. Patrick Zielinski of Active Light Records says, David Andrew Weeb's knowledge on productivity is deeply rooted and will benefit all types of entrepreneurs in different fields. He has an awareness of different people's learning styles and has many concepts that can help you customize your own plan around your beliefs and values. David's approach to productivity will empower you to enjoy your work more and find purpose while focusing on the right things without self-sabotage or conflict. His perspectives on being overly busy are profound, and he offers solutions that will set you on the right path in your schedule and work. Guitarist and singer Taylor McPhail says, David's approach to productivity is very informative, detailed, and focused. A great read that forces one to challenge themselves to be honest with their current productivity and gives the reader very clear and concise steps on how to make better use of the time you have. David introduces a very interesting outside-the-box way of thinking that proves to be a useful resource, especially if you are self-employed. And that's just a small sample of the many blurbs we've gathered for the book already. So wherever you happen to be watching this right now, you should be able to find a link somewhere that tells you more about the book or takes you to the order page. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things. I'll see you again soon.
Thanks for listening. The opening theme, closing theme, and closing segment ambient music was created by Brian Bob Young. If other music was used in this episode, it's credited in the show notes at musicentrepreneurhq.com. Please leave us a rating and review in iTunes to help us spread the word about the show.